Hi, Collective. It's Shana. Just saw 44 on the clock a couple seconds ago. How befitting. Archangel Michael, I ask that you preside over this reading. I ask that you protect me and my collective as we channel, transmute, and harmonize the energy for the highest good. Ashe, Ashe, Collective. Collective, this is the box, okay? We'll be using True Crime Oracle cards, okay? What lies beneath? Hidden Futures Oracle cards. I'm not sure if this will be a good one, but we'll see. All right. True Crime Oracle cards and Matic Collective. And this will be a What Happened To reading, okay? So we're going, I can't remember the year. I think it was 2009. I do believe it was in the summer months, I'm sure, okay? But I think it was in 2009, okay? But this will be a What Happened to Michael Jackson Collective, okay? I believe that this is what I'm supposed to do, okay? Based on something that came up on my timeline, okay? All right, so I recall it was in the summer, but I do believe it was 2009, okay, when I heard that Michael Jackson had passed, okay? It was, I believe it was in the evening, or like it was still daylight because it was the summer, but I think it was later though. Maybe about like 7ish, okay? But or maybe earlier, okay? But I remember because I was in, it was either an anatomy class or chemistry class, okay? But I was in the lab at school, and it was a very important test that I had to take, okay? And it was like models. You had to go around and you labeled it. They were labeled and you had to give the correct response, right? And there were a lot of them. And I had studied really well for that collective. And I knew I was going to get an A, okay? But one of my classmates, she left, okay? It was just very heartbreaking, right? So she left. I just knew I couldn't walk out on that exam collective, okay? But I know I always supported Michael Jackson. I never believed the stuff that they said about him with children. I just didn't, collective. And I still don't to this day, okay? All right, but let's see. Let's see what Archangel Michael, and many people looked at Michael Jackson like Archangel Michael collective, okay? All right, in a sense, okay? Forgive me. All right. In spiritual sense, I don't know, collective. Okay, let's go. First question for the situation. What were the circumstances surrounding Michael Jackson's death in the past? We know it was that doctor there. I can't remember his name. And then it was the propofol, right? And I recall them saying it was enough in his system to take down a horse, collective. Okay? Maybe we should get to the bottom. Okay, let's go. Question number 2. What is the obstacle? Who or what was the obstacle to the full story or the full truth coming out? I'm assuming there's more that we don't know, collective. All right, let's take that. All right, this should be a quick reading, okay? I just feel like there's something that they want to say, maybe additional insight. All right. Question number 3, spiritual advice for us. What lies beneath? I don't know how this deck is going to work, okay? The energy doesn't feel strong surrounding us, okay? Or there's something that doesn't want to be seen, okay? With all these cards, the way they came out. Show me. Archangel Michael. Okay, hopefully I'm not causing no trouble here, collective. Show me, what's the spiritual advice? Maybe this is a poor deck to choose. Or maybe there's just 1 or 2 cards that apply and they're trying to get it to me. One more. Spiritual advice. If not, we'll use my deck. Spiritual advice. 555. I just saw on the clock, collective. Spiritual advice. Let's keep this. All right. Thank you. Show me what will come of this reading, Archangel Michael. Well, what am I doing this for? Okay, other than I respect Michael Jackson, collective. Hopefully I don't think he was involved in that children's stuff, okay? Key Shane, collective. I think the light just flickered. I think I've seen this name before for something. Key Shane, okay? All right, let's go. Bottom of the deck we have Corrupt Law Official, collective. Okay, could be something like that, Key Shane, but this is for entertainment. Okay. All right, let's put this here. It's just, but we don't really need a whole bunch because they're different. But yeah, they're different, collective. We don't need all this other than to charge them. Okay. All right. What were the circumstances surrounding Michael Jackson's death or passing? Show me. Drawer. Okay. When I was pulling the energy from this, because when I was shuffling, I said, let me get a few looks on this, okay? This was definitely one of them, okay? There was also something about an attic and something else. I can't remember at the moment, okay? But it says drawer. Drawer, something about some documents, collective. And we have a corrupt law official. Maybe this is what was behind it. Okay, so what were the circumstances surrounding his death? Show me. Toilet, collective. I feel like someone wanted to get rid of something, collective. I don't know. I think he was on the floor, or he was on the bed, I believe, when the doctor was doing CPR on him. And I think that was an issue because they were saying, well, he should have known to put him on a hard surface. Okay? All right, let's see what this is. This is interesting. Maybe someone tried to get rid of some documents down the toilet. Maybe these are old documents, something about a corrupt law official, okay? What is this corrupt law official's interest in this involvement? All right, let's get this one too. This card might be important. We might pull that at the end, okay? And let's keep this one as a mystery. All right, bottom of the deck. Oh, no, I didn't pull. Show me toilet. I'm getting divine intervention. There's number 7 here. They're going to flush the toilet, collective. That toilet just needs to be discarded completely. Fell out there on the drawer. Number 38, which adds up to an 11. Archangel Michael, what's on this paper, this documentation that's in this drawer? I just saw 847 on the clock, the timer. All right, let's go. Bottom of the deck we have fast forward movement. Maybe something was on here that would allow someone to move forward quickly on a plan, a situation, or just in life maybe, okay? All right, let me put these little questions there. All right. Let's get this first. Toilet. 52 blocks, collective. So this is like defense, collective. A fight maybe? I don't know. Maybe in the bathroom or something? I don't know. Something. And this looks like an old dirty toilet, collective. Very dirty, but I don't know. Let's see what this is. A child, collective. What the hell? I wasn't expecting this, especially with me just talking about this, okay? So we have a toilet, we have a child collective, and 52 blocks. We have to look at this a little further, okay? Let's look at this first. Drawer, what's on this paper? Maybe it's something about a child, okay? Documentation about a child who was blocked. 52 times, collective. Show me. Shame on you for allowing another MF to tell you how to feel. So something about documentation that would shame someone, maybe? Show me. Could be. Okay, let me not say that. Let's see. Mayor. Okay. So put the names where they go, collective. Shame on you for telling another person, for allowing another person to tell you how to feel. And mayor. Documentation. Something about a child who's been blocked. Some way, somehow. Or, yeah, something about that. Let's keep this here. What does this 52 blocks look like? Getting to the bag, okay? Blocking a child from getting to the bag so that they can get there first. Show me, child. Maybe Michael Jackson was a child. I don't know. Flipped it, went in the reverse and went back in the upright, fell over here. Point of no return. Someone did something. They did too much. They went too far. And I feel like they needed to cover it up. So they felt. Child. Beautiful inside and out. In the reverse. Collective. Show me. You are adopted, collective. So someone's adopted, collective. I don't know. I don't think Michael Jackson was adopted. Is it? This is for Michael Jackson, ain't it, Archangel Michael? Okay. So something about somebody being adopted. Maybe this is what was on this documentation, that someone was adopted, collective. But what does that have to do with Michael Jackson is the question. Maybe he learned something about an adoption of someone. Okay, let's go. So they blocked the child in order to get to the bag. Someone did. Get into the bag. Paris, France, collective, okay. So I feel like this has to do with possibly something to do with what's going on over there now with people being arrested, okay? Could be. All right, so there was some scheme possibly surrounding something to do with Paris, France, to block a child or someone from getting a bag. Or I don't think they're saying Michael Jackson was adopted, but I don't know, collective. This is for entertainment. All right. Or maybe Mayor's adopted, and this is the paperwork. Who did they listen to? Who did they listen to? Whoever's perspective. What did they listen to about this child? I'm getting. Maybe they said that you weren't beautiful, collective. You were a tyrant child. Or somebody. Look at this, collective. Orthopedics doctor. This is very important. With these joints and bones and stuff, collective. I feel like it has something to do with today. There's something with the sun and what they're trying to activate sicknesses in people, collective. Okay. All right, what did they say? They said something about your bones or someone's bones and joints, a child, collective. Bottom of the deck. Show me. Cleanse your space. I feel like they said you were dirty. Look at this disgusting toilet. Okay? Maybe there's something about, maybe a doctor, or orthopedics doctor said you were dirty. Or somebody, collective, not you. I'm so used to reading it from your perspective, right? I don't know. Something about a child. Okay? That somebody didn't feel the child was beautiful or something. Or maybe maybe this is how, I don't know, Michael Jackson could have felt as a child. Maybe he didn't feel beautiful. You know, a lot of times people can be very talented and everybody in the world wish they could live their life, and that person, they hate it, possibly, collective. They may enjoy expressing themselves and using their talent, but they hate the lifestyle that comes with it. I don't know, collective. Maybe, was that doctor an orthopedics doctor, collective? He could have been. Could have been. Maybe the doctor, maybe this child has nothing to do with Michael Jackson at all. Maybe the doctor found something out about a child or something about what they were involved in, okay? And they were trying to cover it up. Maybe Michael Jackson knew something. I don't know, collective. Put it where it goes. I need to go back and look at this story. I don't know. Was he in Paris, France, or where did this happen? Or was he at his home? I think he was at his home. But this could be significant in terms of that doctor. Maybe someone sent them in. Maybe this is what they're saying. As it relates to something about a child. Who is the child? Who is this child, Archangel Michael? Who's the child? Billy Ray. Okay. This sounds like back in the day, collective. Billy Ray. Somebody knows what this is, collective. I'm getting something with the music industry. Show me. Could be something with New York, too, with that 52 blocks. As well as we had Paris, France. Who's this child? Dove channeling. A high vibrational child, I feel. Someone who's getting downloads, collective. Maybe the child's name is Billy Ray. Maybe they're grown, okay? And they call him Billy Ray. Something. I feel like maybe someone lied on a child who might be grown, collective. I don't know. Somebody's child. Somebody knows something about this. Where's Billy Ray now? Somebody got a download, or they didn't want a child to get a download. Maybe this was a gifted child who was adopted. The Black Sun, collective. You're talking about gifted. Billy Ray. All right, collective, if you have an idea what this might be as it relates to the past, put it in the comments, okay? I'm interested. The Black Sun, I'm getting someone who's very powerful, who's connected completely with Dove, receiving downloads straight from above, okay? Show me. Billy Ray. Lucy, collective. This is like the bottom of the deck. Time to meet your maker. Okay, I don't know. Put the names where they go. Okay, but this was a very special child, okay? Maybe, okay, and this could also, I'm getting Lucy with the oldest woman, right, with the Black Sun, okay? And I'm getting also, there's an asteroid collective, okay? So, but it says Lucy, first mission to explore hidden asteroids around Jupiter and NASA. Maybe this has something to do with the research, genetic research collective as it surrounds children. All right, let's see one more and we're going to move on, okay? I think, I don't know how to put it together, but maybe as I do a little more research, something out here will click for me later, okay? Because I asked, where is he? Is that what I asked? I don't know. Maybe they're in space collective. I don't know. Maybe they work with NASA or something. No, I asked, who was it? Okay. Where is Billy Ray today? Could be in Paris, France. Where's Billy Ray today? The divine loves you more than you know. Those channeling, okay? I'm getting like they're in the bosom of the Most High, or someone is. You show me. You're going to hit the lottery tomorrow, collective. All right? Initiation. Okay, so something surrounding an initiation. Something with documentation surrounding a child, possibly a Black Sun, collective. Either Billy Ray's the name of the child, or I don't know, collective, or someone, somehow they're involved. Maybe someone's mom could be Lucy. Okay? All right, let me see. Who adopted this child? A tyrannical Rex. 52 blocks. Someone who blocked a child, collective. 52 times, collective, okay? Or more. So, tyrannical Rex, a cruel abuser, okay? 52 blocks. I feel like they're saying as well, this person will be blocked, okay? There's something going on here now for me to be prompted to do this today, okay? So, this is who blocked the child, right? Let's get the bottom. Or who adopted them. Asinine, silly, utterly stupid, okay? So someone who's stupid, collective, or dupid. Why did they adopt the child? Could be this doctor. It could be the doctor who adopted a child or something, collective. You are adopted. Why did they adopt this child? Alright. I feel like the energy's not strong, though. Point of no return. Something they did was too much. Okay? We got a Grand Master Wizard, Warlock, Initiation Collective. They did it for an initiation. And we got Zelda Lover. This name's come out there before recently for Tobias Collective. Show me. Time to meet your maker. Show me. The Oracle. I feel like people wanted to initiate for if they did something terrible to an Oracle child collective. Maybe their name is Billy Ray, or maybe the child's name is Billy Ray. I'm getting that they're grown, okay? But I feel like someone adopted this child, okay? And they were cruel and abusive to this child. Okay, somehow this orthopedics doctor is involved. It could be the doctor that worked with or who hurt Michael Jackson Collective. Maybe Michael Jackson uncovered something. I don't know who this child is or how they're related, okay? But I do know this child is special is what they're saying. All right. Maybe this drawer, maybe this is somewhere in France, okay? Paris, France. Maybe this is where the child was adopted from. Or maybe this is the cruel abuser. This is where they're from. What happened with Paris, France? Why is this here? What is the connection? We can reclose this collective. Hudson. Get out of here. I'm getting Rock Hudson Collective. This is for entertainment. Show me. Sickle Cell Anemia Collective. This is going way back to, this is the whole scheme that keeps running over and over itself again, okay? Something about sickle cell anemia. Maybe, I don't know. Somebody named Hudson could have, I don't know. Why is the sickle cell anemia so important to these people? It's your activation collective. That black sun, they don't want you to blow collective. Show me this sickle cell anemia. Why are these people so obsessed with this? Curse gift. Hudson. Maybe they, I don't know, collective. Show me. 500 million plus is owed for the abuse you endured in the reverse. I feel like, I don't know, the gift could be the child. Because they said like the child wasn't beautiful, collective. Maybe Hudson gave someone a child to adopt. Maybe they brought the child in from Paris, France. I don't know, collective. I'm getting over there too with that, what do you call those things over there? The obelisk things? Where they do the, you know those things that they have over there in London. Where people travel to go visit, okay? Show me, what is this curse gift? We're about to go on collective. Let's get that. You keep going to the marine spirits. Truth be told, they don't F with you. So something that's cursed based on marine spirits, okay? X-flare, intense eruption of electromagnetic radiation, radio blackout. So maybe it was some sort of electronic device or something collective. I don't know. Something could be crystals or something collective. I don't know. Okay? All right, but it was a cursed gift, and who knows what's going on out here. But it could be something about sickle cell anemia. Maybe this doctor, this is what they're into. And I'm sure Michael Jackson's blood was special to these people. All right, let's keep going. Obstacle. Aliens collective. The obstacle is that we know Michael Jackson, but I'm sure he was an alien. Okay? So you can't just take out an alien who has backup like that and just walk away collective. Show me. Fake death. Get the hell out of here. What is that? What's the question again? You know what? Yeah, this was the other one that came out. Was fake death. I think it was aliens and something else. At the end, okay, I don't know, collective. It says obstacle. Who or what was the obstacle to the full story coming out? Aliens collective. Maybe the aliens, because they said, no, we're going to get you out of here. We're going to block it. I don't know what this is, collective. I don't know why this child is here as well, okay? Child, okay, I don't know. But the obstacle is that there's connections with the aliens, collective. They may have faked his death and got him out of here, collective. Maybe. All right, let's get something real quick. Let's get the bottom on this one, and let's get the bottom on this one. Whoa. I think I saw this as well as attic, okay? 33. Okay, something about a secret society. Okay? 33. Something's in the walls. I don't know. I don't know, collective. This could have, I don't know. I hope they're not, let's see, real quick. Archangel Michael, why is this wall significant? What is in this wall? Maybe this speaks of a barrier. The blocks, the 52 blocks, collective. Based on this cruel abuser who blocked someone, a young person, okay? Their name could be Billy Ray, or maybe your name is. Okay, and there are blocks here. Might be 52 of them, collective. What's in this wall? Or what does this wall mean? I feel like this is it. Misty Blue, what you about to do? They're going to knock down that wall, all these blockages. Apple Martini, collective. Free yourself from shame. Definitely something about shame. I feel like this was a part of what we've been uncovering out here all along, okay? Maybe he had sickle cell anemia. Maybe it's something about this special child, okay? All right. Why would they, if this is what you're saying, why would he fake his death? Maybe he was just tired of living in this cruel world with these cruel people. Look at that. Dragon fruit. Cactus fruit. Indigenous to southern Mexico, Guatemala, Costa Rica, and El Salvador, okay? And there's something about this mayor, okay? Because just yesterday or the day before, my phone, I saw where Mayo, that just popped up, that Mayo is also like a group of people, like in Mexico or something. Okay? Could have something to do with that. All right, why would they fake their death? 7 days, collective. I have no idea. There's some sort of connection they're trying to make out here, okay, with Michael Jackson. All right, so something about 7 days, collective. What's happening in 7 days? Maybe someone's going to fake their death in 7 days. Yeah, collective. Something collective. Bottom of the deck, we had Baxter. This name came out when I asked where was Jeffrey Epstein, collective. The second time. The first time it said he was in Romania. Okay? All right, something about Baxter. This is something about a child, possibly my collective, I feel, that is a part of this whole Epstein files or something. Something like it, collective. And there's some sort of old documentation as it relates to a child. Your name don't have to be out here, okay? And somehow they hurt Michael Jackson because of it, okay? Or something. Show me. I feel like you're a special child, like the dragon fruit. You've ripened and you've grown, okay? And it's time now, I don't know, pick the fruit or something, collective. 7 days. Look at that, collective. Somebody faked their death. It says 7 days. Pedophile, collective. Let's go. The Arecibo message. Interstellar radio message. Providing information about humanity. Sent to Globular Cluster Messier 13. 13 is death card, right? Let's go. This is what again? Why didn't the obstacle that kept the full story from coming out? Something about a pedophile maybe that faked their death collector. I don't know. Let's go. A new job. Show me. It doesn't matter what happens from here on out. I've done my job. Collective, put it where it go. Okay, this is just going in different places that I didn't anticipate, okay? Maybe someone got a new job. Maybe it was, I don't know, collective. Could be the doctor, I don't know. New job. What is Shroominator? Drugs or something. Maybe they were an orthopedic doctor before that doctor. And then they went into administering like sleep drugs for him, okay? Childlike essence. Something with children. And Michael Jackson, I believe he had a childlike essence, okay? Definitely. Gene splicing. Something definitely regarding children. Okay. Now, Archangel Michael, what does this scenario out here have to do with Michael Jackson? What part does he play in this? Or why is this Kuntz? This name has come out before for us. Kuntz. So it's like the same people, something like that. Kuntz, kiss me please. Maybe someone like Michael Jackson. I don't know. Maybe it's something about a relationship. Show me. Unlocking the true mysteries of who you are. It's tied up to something with a mysterious child, I feel, okay? A child that they said wasn't good for collective is what I'm getting, okay? With the beautiful inside out in the reverse, okay? And somebody that they don't want to pay money to. They're withholding the money. All right? Why is this child or adult owed so much money? What is this abuse? I see you. You took the training wheels off. In the reverse, they wanted to hold you back, collective. 52 blocks. Okay? A wall of brick blocks to hold you back. Okay? In order to study you and for gene splicing and stuff. Show me. And for others to become rich. Show me. Show me that money. Hey, yo, eggs like cells. So they wanted your cells collected for gene splicing. Okay? And somehow there's a connection here with this child, okay? I don't know. Maybe they're saying, but Michael Jackson looks like the rest of them to me. So I don't feel like it's Michael Jackson. Something about Billy Ray. That name seems very familiar for that time frame. Okay? Something about a new job. Maybe this was their new job to secure young people collective for gene splicing. Okay? And these eggs like cells is like real. Okay? After one of the last death rituals, well, maybe the last few maybe they've done on me. I think it was in January, right? As a result of that one, I died to eating eggs collective, okay? It might be in stuff that I've eaten, but I don't eat them straight like that no more. After that, every time I would try to cook one, it looked literally like a cell, okay? And I wanted to just vomit. So I just can't do it anymore. So I bought some and I keep them there for egg cleansings, okay? So it's definitely about something about these eggs. And I think with eggs too, I learned when I was coming up that eggs, they create a lot of mucus in the body, okay? This is for Entertainment Collective. I'm not a doctor, okay? But they help to contribute to a lot of mucus, which contributes to inflammation, okay, in the body. As well as these eggs are detrimental, I believe, especially with melanated women when it comes to fibroids with the uterus, okay? And when I was coming up, I was always told that lemon water is a great way to expel fibroids, okay? All right, but that's a lot of info collected, but I'm not a doctor, okay? All right, but show me something about these eggs. What are they using? Ooh, maybe they're gene splicing the eggs. And they're all altering people with these eggs. Because they could put so many kinds of things in eggs, I would think. Or in the parent hen or rooster or whatever they are, okay? As they're forming these hens or eggs. Let me get out this reading. All right. What are they doing with these cells, these egg cells? Ooh, these could be people, gene splicing collective, people's egg cells, like reproductive cells. Maybe they're using eggs in order to help facilitate their cloning or something collective after they've extracted the DNA matter. Actually, a collective something with the sun. Activation is what I'm getting. intense eruption of electromagnetic radiation, radio blackouts. This is like a catalyst or something. Show me. Third eye don't lie. I feel like they're saying there's something about it. Something about that is truth. All right, we're about to close it. Let's go. So the obstacle is collective. Something about a message. Something going on with this young person from the past, collective. And I feel like the obstacle is that whatever this is, I don't know what it is, collective, but information's coming out maybe in 7 days about something like this. I don't know who that is. Put it where it goes, okay? All right, but maybe they're saying because they lied about him. You know, because we do know he had a childlike essence, right? And they accused him of horrible things, collective, like this. I'm sure that if that's not true, which I feel it's not, okay, but I don't know anyone's personal life, right? But I'm sure that that's a very hurtful accusation, okay? Especially if you're truly someone of a childlike essence and you have a good heart, okay, a pure heart. All right, and I feel like this, I don't know, collective, if Michael Jackson could have been adopted, I don't know. I don't know, collective, okay? Somebody, something. All right, what is this again, collective? Spiritual advice. Hater. Now, see, it took him a while to get it, but this is pretty much what it is. Somebody's a hater of Michael Jackson. Could have been that doctor. He sort of looked like he had shades on or something. I picture him with like a tall brown skinned guy, I believe. And I do believe it was something about Paris, France with him. Okay? Hater. Yeah, that's pretty simple and to the point. Let's see. Under the deck. Caught. Finding evidence, getting caught, cheating. Okay, somebody. Maybe cheating in terms of just doing things properly. Or something about a child. Maybe somebody cheated with someone and as a result a child was taken and placed somewhere else, collective. I don't know. Maybe this is a child within the family that nobody knows about. Maybe. I don't know, collective. This is for entertainment though. All right, let's see if we can get a response. Who's this hater? And we're gonna move on. We about to close it. Collective, I'm gonna take another break. Because every time I take a small nap, I see that the mucus starts to leave the body. Okay? Baxter, once again, collective, I'm getting this something to do with this Epstein stuff, okay? So maybe this is why so many people in the collective resonate with this kind of stuff, because they've done this to a lot of people. And it's like an operation around the world. They're moving children. Show me. Hater. These demons are losing their minds. They know their end is near. They don't believe it, collective. Show me. Tuesday in the reverse. Baxter. Something about Baxter. What's coming up Tuesday? We're at 7 too, right? Or 7 days or something? Yeah. What's happening Tuesday, Archangel Michael? Why is this important? Somebody's getting caught up on Tuesday about something that went on in the past. Fast forward movement, 7 days. Tuesday, show me. Baxter, collective, something about Baxter. What role does Baxter play here? I'm getting somebody getting caught up. Put it where it goes. They like bullying babies. How perfect is that, right? Pretty much what it looked like to me, okay? And I feel like they might be hiding, what's his name? Epstein, show me. I didn't make a deal with the devil. The devil made a deal with me, okay? They like bullying babies. Maybe this Baxter worked with a family member, collective. A sister or somebody, okay? Maybe these are part of the people who, yeah, something with your family, possibly. This is a part of this, this operation. Bullying babies, collective. And someone's very demonic, okay? They're worse than the so-called devil, collective, okay? And they like to pick the fruit, the dragon fruit, collective. The intellectual ones is what I'm getting, okay? When they're young, soon as they burst out the womb, collective. Like flowering fruits. All right, real quick, who is this hater? Archangel Michael. Oh, it might be Baxter Collective. Anything else about this hater? Let's get this one too. All right. Clinic. Show me. All right, whatever. You going to release them or somebody released them, okay? It says, I release all toxic connections that bind me, I am free. I release all toxic connections that bind me, I am free. I release all toxic connections, I am free. I release all toxic connections, I am free. I release all toxic connections that bind me, I am free. I release all toxic connections that bind me, I am free. I release all toxic connections, I am free. I release all toxic connections, I am me. All right, collective. So, and that's funny because I was going to do an egg cleanse before I did this video, okay, but I went to sleep. Took a small nap. Okay, and I've been talking about eggs here. So I feel like someone's released this toxicity, collective. All right, so let's see. What was the question again, collective? Something. Trolley run. But there you go, collective. Trolley run, okay? Maybe they trying to run, okay? Something about Baxter, though. All right, let's close it out, collective. What is to come? What will come of this reading, Archangel Michael? Key Shane, show me. You and your children and your home is/are divinely protected. So protection for you, collective, whoever they're talking about. Could be Key Shane or protection from this person. All right? Protection for you and your children. Okay? Show me something about this Key Shane. Why is this name important? Come on. Hidden truths will be revealed. Something hidden, collected, possibly in the walls or a drawer in Trolley Run. I don't know. Show me. Rumpelstiltskin. Significance in a name. Maybe something about your true identity or someone's. Okay? German fairy tale. Brothers Grimm. Imp, small, mischievous, devil, elf. Hidden truths. Betrayal. Greed, gold, riches, illusion. Someone was stolen, collective. And somehow it has something to do with Michael Jackson. Let's get it. Why you watching me? And they've been watching you, collective. Something about to come out. They watching somebody. Or they've been watching somebody. Okay? Show me something about this Key Shane. This name. This might be a little rough with this deck, collective. Don't mean this person did it, collective. Listen. I'm going to have to let handcuffs, collective. Somebody going down, okay? Handcuffs, okay? And my voice is... my voice went up to a high pitch. You know how it is when men try to be all rough and tough. Maybe... if they're lying, their voice will go up. Or if they get scared a little bit, you'll hear their voice go up a pitch. Okay? So something about that. Let's get the bottom. We're going to read these off and close it. Candle. This comes out often, collective. I feel like this speaks about the flame, the life force, the energy. Okay? So this is like a bigger operation that's been going on for a long time. And somehow, you know, as well, Michael Jackson, I feel like he was targeted. Marriage and wedding. Maybe they wanted him to marry someone. I think he didn't date people a lot, but I think it was someone he might have been dating around that time or something. Or they kept trying to put him with other people. I think he just wanted to be left the hell alone, though. All right, show me. Corrupt law official. Show me. Heartbroken. Show me. Finish line. Show me. Disgusting, collective. They're heartbroken. I feel like that everyone knows now that they're disgusting, collective. Something's going to be exposed, I feel. And these people, I feel like they've hurt a lot of people, but something's going to come out as it relates to Michael Jackson as well, I feel, okay? Or there's some sort of tie here. All right, I feel like they know they're disgusting as well, okay? And the world's about to know they're disgusting. Maybe this could be a, I don't know, with that sickle cell, could be a gene testing type thing. Maybe this is a part of the cloning. Like I said, some of us may be upset, collective. We may be like test tube babies, collective. Okay, I don't know. All right. But how wonderful would that be? Okay. Being not wonderful, but being brought in the world under these circumstances, right? Possibly. And rising to the occasion. I don't know, collective. Maybe you might even rule the world one day, okay, in a good way. Okay, what a great story of the so-called underdog overcoming, right? So it just doesn't make a difference, okay? I feel like the point is, how do you live your life? What type of person do you choose to be, okay? It's you don't have any control about how you're created, I don't think, okay? How you're made, who your parents are. And some people say you do, but ultimately I feel like you don't. Okay, you're here. Just make the best of who you are. Okay? All right, your children. You're protected. Someone's heartbroken. Your children and you are protected, okay? And this is the outcome. This is what's going to come out of it. I feel like whatever this is, it's going to increase your protection. Okay, show me. Economy class. Mr. Sam Sample. Something about that. Cloud Airlines. This is for entertainment. Flight DH716. Date October 8th. Boarding time 11:45. That's something about that time, okay? Gate C8 from Berlin. Okay, Berlin is where? Look at it. And it's going to Los Angeles, collective. Boarding closes 15 minutes before departure. All right, something's about to go down, collective. I don't know. Is this the mystery cards? I guess so. All right, collective. Let's see one more under here. Show me this person. This could be the corrupt person. Show me something about this corrupt official and what lies beneath. Corrupt law official. Caution. I feel like someone's heartbroken, though. And they need to be careful. Doing drugs, collective. Somebody could be doing so much drugs they could hurt themselves or take themselves out. I'm getting an OD, okay? So I feel like they're saying this is a warning to someone to be careful. And I don't know, maybe reach out, okay, to someone. All right, collective. Like it if you like it.